Thank you very much for joining our class. Today we are going to be looking at National Senior Certificate Examination, Life Science Paper 2, 2022. Let's go through objectives and most of the questions which are likely to have some challenges, and then we try to crush or smash those challenges so that when it's time for you to write your final exam, you can still answer these questions. Let's go straight to the objectives without wasting time. Which one of the following statement is correct for oogenesis? So when you talk about oogenesis means, oogenesis means the beginning of the ovum, or the process by which ovum is being formed, or formation of the ovum in humans, or formation of the ovum. So oogenesis comes from the word oo, which means ovum, then genesis means beginning, to begin something. So it is oogenesis. So which one of the following is correct? So one diploid cell mature is one diploid. So the ovum cannot be diploid. So mentioning the word diploid makes it to be wrong. Remember, all the gametes are supposed to be haploid. It means that one end. Therefore, mentioning diploid makes the statement to be wrong. One haploid, yes, haploid mature ovum is formed. Remember, in oogenesis, let me show you here. Remember, in oogenesis, you have one cell. One cell divide to form two cells. Then the two cells, they divide to form 4 cells. This is the normal process of meiosis. But when it comes to oogenesis, or formation of the ovum, what happens? One cell will divide to form 2 cells, but this cell will degenerate. It's going to become too small. So it means that's why you call it a polar body. And then these two, also you form 2 here, yes, but one will not develop. So it means that it is going to become a polar body. So it means that when this one also undergo meiosis, they're going to form small cells. So these ones are just minor cells. Only one of it will develop into an ovum. That's why, and this, because it is a gamete, it's going to be haploid. That's why we say that you form a haploid, one cell, only one cell will develop, and this cell must be haploid. That is the meaning. So when we go back here, we shall see that one haploid cell, yes, one haploid mature ovum is formed, which is correct. Then they are saying that the structure in which the eye, the structure in the eye that contain high concentration of blood vessels and provide oxygen and nutrients to the retina. How do we call that structure? So if you look at the eye, the structure of the eye, yes, the dark part of the eye. Let's go to our book and see exactly what I'm trying to show you or trying to mean. So this is the part we are talking about. This part which you see, which we call the choroid. That's the part which you're talking about. It has a lot of functions. Among the function is to have blood vessels which provide oxygen and nutrients to the retina, so that now the retina can function properly. So the answer becomes B. That part is called, so that now the choroid. Then we go to another question, which is the vagina. Transports urine to the outside. Vagina, does it transport urine to the outside? No, it's not the vagina, because the outlet of the urine, for the case of the female, it is just next to the outside. It's just the outside part of the vagina. And then they're saying that it is a place where fetus develop. It can't be, otherwise you'd have seen the baby developing outside. Produce progesterone. No, vagina does not have glands which produce hormones, act as a birth canal. We usually know that the second name for the vagina is called the birth canal. Therefore, that marks it to be the correct answer. Then question 1.4, they are saying that the list below gives the characteristic of some young birds immediately after hatching. If you look at after hatching, eyes are open. Okay. They're saying can move around, cannot feed themselves, cannot feed themselves, cannot feed themselves, no feathers. Which one of the following combination represents the characteristic of precocia? So when you talk about precocia, we are talking about when the bird is born, when it is prepared. It means that it can walk, it can fend itself, it can have all the features which can make this bird to live in environment. So you will see that because it's born prepared, the eyes must be able to see. So this point is correct. And then number 2, can move around. Even this one is correct. These two are correct. And then cannot feed them. This one is wrong. This one is also wrong. So if where I have 1 and 2, then it means that that is the correct answer. Whereby I have 1 and 2, which is C. So the correct answer is C. Then they are saying that cornea, 1.5, the cornea and the lens are both. If you look at the cornea is the outside part of the eye. If you go to our book, you see that this is what you call the cornea. You see it, the outside part of the eye, and its function is to refract light rays from the object. And then the lens is this, which is a solid part and is very important. Both of them are transparent. That's why they allow light to go through. So let's go back to our question. It's very important saying that both of them are transparent and the lens are both opaque. So it means that so let's go back to our question. That one makes it that both of them are transparent and the lens are both opaque. So it means that so let's go back to our question. That one makes it that both of them are transparent and the lens are both opaque. So it means that the lens is the last one that makes that both of them are transparent. Means that this one marks to be wrong, and then this one marks to be wrong. So now it becomes transparent to be the correct answer. So we give you 2 ticks there. Then they are saying